So welcome back to Retouch Masterclass, and today we'll be looking at image compositing. And image compositing has to do with under retouching, removing the background and placing another background, matching your subject to other background, and making it look real. I'm pretty sure you've seen all these effects in so many images. So one thing you need to know is that you need to select the right background and the right things you want to put on the background. You can see this flower. I downloaded it and it's a PNG file, and also the background. I make sure it's the same with the down part of the image. So if I take it down, you can see that the perspective of the floor and the back is the same. And to make it very easy, I also downloaded the same color of the background and the ones that is being used. Okay, so now one thing you need to note is how do you remove the other excess instruments in the background. For example, this stand, this light, and this is not a light, this is the torn part of the background. I guess they use cardboard, and this is the light. So we are going to be removing all those, and before that it's very important to select your subject. So let's turn all this off and select our subject. I'm going to hit Ctrl J to select the subject, and quickly, just because I don't want my computer to be slow, I'm going to grab the brush to make the brush very hard, and I'll start cleaning. I'm going to increase the flow, so I'm going to turn this off. Yep, so now let's start erasing. Foreground color black. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Create the mask for it. Make sure the foreground color is black, and I'm going to start hiding stuff like this because I want to select just the subject from the background. So just to make the work flow faster, and that. So let's make it real small. Yeah, so something like this. I'm going to do a rough selection, so you can actually just find your way of selecting. Now, just because my PC might be slow, that's why I'm using this method. Okay, it's not a perfect method, it can't be perfect, but it's just a way to quickly go around it. If you have a fast PC, you can quickly use the selection tool, but I don't want to slow this down because I know once I use that tool, it's actually going to start slowing down. Beside, we don't need everything, so 1 2, I'm gonna be fast with this one. I don't need all, I just need some. Alright, so this one I'm gonna quickly just a rough sketch. Okay, and there we go. Okay, let's do some for inside, just because I have perfect background for it. I can bring all those back later on, so no need. Let's do the face. Okay, so let's take for instance, this is our selection. Hit X, bring this back. So quick tool, and I'm going to bring this back as well, which is a hand. Okay, so let's say this is our quick selection, and what we need to do, I'm going to be taking this one and as well group it together. So let's duplicate one layer, Ctrl J, and drag it out of the group. Alright, so we have this one, the group, and this one. So let's turn the group on, and now I'm going to make adjustment, a very good adjustment. So turn the group on, turn this one off, and select this other layer, look at the layer I'm selecting. I'm going to fill in all those places, all those gaps. So take the lasso tool. Let's take the first one, go to edit, fill, and choose the content aware. So it's going to fill that with content aware, and it's going to remove the headlight, the light or the lamp. So let's wait. Yeah, so it's gone. I'm also going to do Shift F5. Again, this is when you start cleaning the background and removing stuff from the background. So gone. And I'm gonna do this one as well. Shift F5, that's a shortcut. And let's wait till Photoshop. So that's why I'm avoiding the selection and the rest part of the image. Alright, so I'm gonna do this again. Shift F5, it's okay. And there we go. Alright, so for the down part of the image, I'm going to select something like this, closer to the edge, and hit Shift F5. So this can take a lot of time, but it's worth it. Okay. Alright, so now that we have this one, now it's time to introduce the background. I'm going to select it. Close this one. Control T. Seriously. I'm trying to get the background. The transform of the background is not showing. Oh, come on. Let's see this one. Control T. That's not empty. Okay, yeah. Let's deselect something. Control D to deselect. Okay, so I think I selected something. That's why. I'm turning this back on. Let's turn this off and increase. So now it's where we need to align our image. I don't want to make it bigger, so I'm going to do it like this. It's okay. Now grab our group and go this one. I'm going to grab everything and make it smaller inside the image. So something like this, and bring it down. Alright, so now I'm going to hit enter. And let's decrease the size of the whole canvas to like this and like this. It's okay. Okay, so now we have the flat image, and we can drag this inside, open it up and drag it below, turn this on, and we have this. But it's actually too wide, but that's not an issue for the now. Okay, so we can bring this down as well, so we have something like this. And one good thing is we can actually work on all this background and create an infinite background. Yes, that's what I want to say. So let's turn this off, and now grab this tool and make a mask like this to the edge of this image, and hit Shift F5 and fill it with content aware. So it's going to fill all those rest places with content aware too. So keep in mind, all these procedures are very long, and you just have to be patient to do them one by one after the other. So you can see how it's taking time because it's trying to create a few layers for that, but at the end result is always amazing. So let's wait till Photoshop finish doing all those. So now we have the infinite background. I'm going to do for this one as well. Yeah, so something like this. Let's shift it a little bit further. Yeah, so it's Shift F5, the same thing. And we're going to wait. Alright, so now that we have this one, you can take your time and remove all this. But we are good to go. I'm going to turn on this one and turn on this one. Let's drag it on top, and so we have it. And I'm going to erase from here, from this side. Let's mask it out. So I'm going to do it like this. Take it up a little bit and mask it out. Use mask and Ctrl I to invert the mask, so we have it like this. So you can see each procedure I take, turn it off, on, and we can make it bigger. Let's make it bigger so as to match the background on the floor. Yeah, so something like this, and you can see the difference. Okay, so now take it, make sure it's in the center. Alright, so we can bring our this one and take it, put it somewhere here or somewhere close to R, and there we go. Alright, so we need to blend the two images together, so that's another issue. Before we do that, we can actually change the blending mode of this one, change it to somewhere like soft light or overlay. But you can see that the when it's on normal, the lightness is not matching this and other stuff. So just grab UN saturation and clip it to the layer below, which is the background. And now you can start messing around with your opacity of the light, the lightness and the saturation. So let's decrease the saturation a little bit, and you can see all this rough edge, right? Yeah, so I'm going to adjust all those. Now I'm going to do something. Click on this, change the blending mode to, let's use soft light, decrease the opacity, go ahead and decrease the saturation, yeah, to match. So this is when you start, adjusting things to get better. And I can leave it like this, will be too far. You can leave it like this, make it bigger. Good. And also we can introduce some of the black, just the brush tool, make sure the foreground color is that, and the brush hardness, make it soft. So now we can start painting with white to reveal all those places a little bit like this. This just makes it looks natural to me. X, I'm gonna remove all these ones. Alright, so something like this. And now you can clean your image very well by holding the mask tool, and that just paint on the image. All right, so clean up your image. And for this one as well, all right, so something like that, and boom. All right, so next thing we need to do, well, I don't know where this is coming from. Okay, cleaned. All right, now I'm turning this off, turning all this off. I want to clean this top part. You can go ahead, select your lasso tool, and select, go to the patch tool and drag it. Sorry, okay. This is the image we're working with. So drag it down and release. This one as well. Drag it down and release. So I'm gonna do it very well. Drag it down, release, and this should be done as well. This one, drag it down, release. I'm gonna do this one. Drag it towards the side and release. This, drag it towards the side, release. Okay, this one as well. Let's see. Drag it towards the side, release. So it's affecting our leg. Ctrl Z. Let's make sure Ctrl deselect. We don't drag in. Release. Alright, so this one, release. Release. Alright, let's just say we are done with that. We can grab the mixer tool brush and make it bigger, and just blend all the image together like this. We don't really need the texture, so we're just blending. And this one, make it bigger, the blend, the background, and this as well. So quickly. Alright, so now we have this infinite background, and we can turn on this one, which is this, which has not blended yet, and go back. Let's see, decreasing the opacity makes it looks okay, but we can take it backwards somewhere like this and make it smaller. Yep. So now let's turn it on. Let's make sure it matches. So turn this on, and we have that. I would like to remove it from the body of the the lady. So grab the brush tool and paint with the foreground color black, and I'm gonna remove it from our body. Where? What am I doing? Ctrl Z. Okay, I think this is what we need to do. X. Yep. We focused on the wrong one. Yeah, so this one, make it small. Okay, so that's compositing. Takes a lot of time, and you need to place another image. If I were to start working on this background itself, I'm going to drag it down, and make this bigger. Good. So something like this, so as to maintain the way it is before. And now we can add other stuff, and you can do some other stuff. So I'm going to grab another example we can use for this. So this one is actually very simple. Just find the right background and the right tools. Let's get rid of this one. Delete and delete and delete. Let's delete, and I'm going to grab in another one. Yeah, then I show you the example. Okay, trying to look for the image. Okay, I think I've seen it now. This one. Okay, so now you can see so many distracting background, and for you to make this one should be easy. Sometimes you just need to select the background. Sometimes you just fill it with the color. Let's see what we can do. Ctrl J and cancel. Ctrl J. One thing I would like to do is to detect the color first of all. So let's grab the solid color adjustment layer. It's okay. Then turn it off. Double click to open up the color picker. Let's select this side because I know they have different color shade. I'm gonna select this one somewhere here. It's okay. And duplicate. Ctrl J. I'm going to select the second one for this shade and Ctrl J. This one should be, this is right top, this is right down, this should be, let's see, right left down. So I'm going to select and pick a shade. This one, it's okay. Alright, so now let's start. I'm going to start with the right top and invert the mask. Ctrl I, grab your brush tool, flow 100. So since this is a white background, you can just start painting on it. It's as simple as that. Go to this one, Ctrl I, which is the right down. So right down means this side. I'm going to turn it on. Right down means this side. You can see. Then I'm going to select this one. This one means left down. Ctrl I, left down means this side. So we have right top. Let's leave the right. Let's just use the right top for everything that's there. Make it smaller. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to select this one now. Okay, that's another shade. Ctrl Z. Let's create a shade for that. Solid color. Okay, turn it off. Double click, and I'm going to select the shade, and it's okay. Turn it back on. Invert the mask. Ctrl I, and I'm going to drag and paint over. That will be our. Sorry, Ctrl X, Ctrl Z, Z. Let's do it again. I'm gonna make it smaller and fit it in. X, X, this one. All right, this one. Yep. Okay, so we have this, and we can as well cover this. Ctrl Z, Z, X, this one, X, this one, X. Yep. All right, so take this and cover, make it smaller and cover. Ctrl Z. I'm going to decrease the opacity and paint back. All right, so let's say this is what we have now, and you can see some dirt on the floor, so you should know you are going to remove all those. You can actually select this and X paint over it. There are a lot of ways to remove dirt, but don't remove the shadows. Just quickly paint over like that. All right, so that's that. Oh, look at the top. Which one? This one. Make it bigger, and make sure opacity 100. So I'm just gonna quickly paint. And now that we have this, we can grab our brush tool. Let's create a stem visible layer. Ctrl Shift Alternate E. Create a stem visible layer, and I'm gonna group all these together. And now select this. So we're working on the background. You can start blending your image with the mixer tool brush, blending the two colors together. Make it small. The same thing with this side. Zoom in, make it smaller. You can blend all this dirt together. All right, so we have this already. So you can see how we created infinite background with our image. All right, so now let's see before and after. Let's see, this is our before, and then this is our after. Before and after. So if you want to bring in some of this, it's already there. It's already there. So now you can just resize it. Go ahead, the tool, resize, and take it up, and there we go with our resized image. So simple, so simple. And there are tons of other examples, so I'll just like to stop here. I think I still have one more for that. The picture should be under the retouch. Let's see if we can find it here. And I think I've worked on that before. Okay, it's under coming. I'm gonna look for it. It's as pixel. Yep, upcoming edit. I think it should be here. Yep, so I've seen it, and we have the first one. This is the one I did. I'm gonna grab this tool and bring it here, which is the first one. Make it bigger. So this has to do with body manipulation, but you can see how we remove the background from that to this. Okay, and very good. Okay, so let's see if we have other examples. I think that's all. So you must learn how to manipulate an image. This and this goes together. Let's drag it in and see. So you can see this one. Take it up. Yep. All right, so the second one. So this is the first one, and the other one should be this. Bring it in. Shift. All right, so you can see the difference. Now all those things we got rid of. It's simple to do, but this should be another different technique. And you can see, let's decrease the opacity, and I'm gonna just increase it to where feel should be fine. So you can see this one, the person actually increase the size till, crop the image till the person holding the light in the background. Let me duplicate it and decrease it for you. At. So the size was increased till and cropped out till this person standing, it's out of the way. But if I'm to do this, I'm just gonna use content aware to remove that, and also content aware to remove this. Pretty much everything content aware, and then I start working with our image and removing blemishes. So just these two methods I taught you should be enough to work on the image background. So like I said, if you want to remove this with content aware, you can actually remove it with content aware. And if let's rasterize, if it doesn't work, use the other method I taught you. So let's quickly do that. So I'm just gonna drag like this. Shift, I'm gonna add more like this. Okay, so Shift F5. Let's see what content aware can do in this place. Content aware loading. Okay, so it didn't do a very good job. Let's look at this. I'm just gonna drag it like this. Shift F5. It's okay. Okay, so you just need to just select, take the patch tool, drag it down, select, take the patch tool, drag it forward, and it's gonna create all this blurry look, and that's what I sometimes don't like. And if I want to fix that, I use the solid color. It's okay, turn it off, double click, select somewhere the range. Let's use this place, and it's okay, turn it back on. In fact, the mouse control I, you can actually just create a new layer, and then you sample with the brush, alt sample, and then paint, alt sample, alt sample, you paint, alt sample, you paint, alt sample, you paint, alt sample, alt sample. So like that, alt sample, paint, alt sample, paint, paint. Yeah, alt sample, paint, 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 alt left click to sample, paint. So bam, you can do this the same, alt sample, paint, alt sample. You can paint inside, not a bad idea. But I like removing it. You can see the other person didn't remove it from the real picture. It was there, and that doesn't look good. So if I want to do it, I can just alt sample, paint, okay, and paint over, alt sample, paint over. Let's paint over like that. So now this one, you can do the same, trying to remove the background, right? Yep, just follow the same procedure, make it smaller. I'm just doing this fast because of the tutorial, and sorry. We can actually mask it out, don't worry about that. So let's say this is what we have, and now the shadows are all gone, right? Yes. So just mask this one out and paint with foreground color black, and you can start bringing what you want. So once you do it like this, let's say we want all those things back. Yep, we can bring it back. Control X, let's remove it. We can bring it back like this, and X. Let's bring it back. And what we need to do is to just increase the lightness. So just click on the image, the curve, and you can take it all the way up. Take it up like that, and Control I to invert, and you can paint over with foreground color white, and just paint till the image is light. So something like this, and boom, you have your infinite background unlike before. So create a stem visible layer. Let's compare. I'm going to group here to somewhere here. Turn it off, on. Turn this off so you can see the difference. Let's turn this off, on. Alright, so that's how to work. You can also do the same for this one. This is very simple. Alright guys, so see you in the next tutorial. Once again, thank you for staying tuned with us. Meet you.